Hello students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to discuss about motion in 1, 2, 3 dimensions. Okay, before that I am going to discuss about how we can define the position of an object. Okay, how we can describe the position of an object. Normally, we are using rectangular coordinate system for describing the position of an object. So, this is the x, y and z axis. I need to define a position. This is a point P. Okay, this point P, I am going to draw a line here. So, I want to find out how much is the distance from here. This, you see that from here I'll draw this. Okay, so from this you can get this distance. That means this distance is the Z1. This point I am taken as x1, y1, z1. How I will get x1, y1, z1 from this z axis? How much distance? Z1 distance from the x axis. Where is the x axis? This is the x axis. In that x axis, how much distance? It is x1 distance. And the y axis, how much distance? It is y1 distance. Okay, this way I can find out the position of an object. First, x axis this much distance it will go. Next, y axis, z axis this much. Then y axis this much. So I can define a position of an object in space. Okay, if this x1, y1, z1, any one value changes, we can say that the position changes, the object is in motion. Okay? Based on this coordinate changes, we will classify the motion into 1 dimension, 2 dimension and 3 dimension. First we will discuss 1 dimension motion. In the 1 dimension motion, out of these 3 coordinates, only 1 coordinate changes. Remaining 2 coordinates is constant. How the diagrams will come? So you can see that this is the x-axis. Here is the origin. Initially the point is here. P is the point. Here its component is x, y, z. Okay. Now after some time, the object changes to come to here, P1. Here its point is x1, y, z. You see this? This y and z component are same. Only the x component changes. So from this, we can say that the object is moving in a 1 dimension motion. You see that if it is 1 dimension motion, the object is in a straight line motion. Okay, the object is in a straight line motion. So we can define what is the condition for the 1 dimension motion. One of 3 coordinates specifying the position changes with the time. Okay, only one. This is also called as what? Straight line motion, or also called as rectilinear motion. Linear motion. In a 1 dimension motion, it is to be the object is moving in a straight line. Okay, so it is to be also called as rectilinear motion. The rectilinear motion of object along a straight line. So Euclidean motion is a one-dimensional motion. Okay, one-dimensional motion. If the object is a point-sized object, we can say that it is a linear motion. It is also, we can say that, linear motion. Clear? So next we will see the example of a one-dimensional motion. What is an example? So you can see that if a train is moving in a straight railway track, only one coordinate will be changes. So that time we can say that the object, that train is moving in a one-dimensional motion or a straight line motion. And if a car is to be moving on a straight road, if a car is moving on a straight road, only one component, one coordinate will be changes. Example, car moving on a straight road. This is the one-dimensional motion. Clear? Next we will see what is 2D motion or two-dimensional motion. Okay? In one-dimensional motion, one coordinate changes. So in two-dimensional motion, two coordinate changes. Out of these three coordinates, two coordinate will changes. Okay? If the two coordinate will changes, how the diagram? This is the x, y plane. Okay? Here you see this. This is the motion. This is the plane motion. Here you can see that if you want, you can take the z axis also. Here you see this is the initial point, that is P. That is, I can take it as P1 again. Okay, so this is position x1, y1, z1. Okay, clear? This is the x1 distance and this is the y1. Sorry, this is the x1 distance and this is the y1 distance. Next, after some time, the position is changed to P2. That means you see here you see the x coordinate and the y coordinates are changed. So x2, y2 and z1 itself. Okay, so this object is moving in this xy plane. So it is moving in this xy plane. Only two coordinates are to be changed. That is x and y component are changes. So this motion we can say that 2D motion. 2D motion is, in 2D motion, object is moving in a plane. So we can define what is the condition for 2D motion. Two of three coordinates specifying the position of an object changes with the time. That is the 2D motion. 2D motion means object is moving in a plane. Okay? Object is moving in a plane. An example is what? A football. If a football is to be rolling on a ground in a curved motion of a football in a ground, you can see that in that ground plane, only that ball is to be moved. So it is a 2D motion, only two component changes. Another example, if a car is moving in a zigzag road, so that time also only two component are changed. So we will take an example, car moving on a zigzag road. This is the 2D motion. Next we will see the 3D motion. In 1D motion, One dimension motion, one coordinate changes. Two dimension motion, two coordinate changes. In three dimension, three coordinates changes. This total, all the three coordinate of an object changes with respect to time. We can say that object is in three-dimensional motion, or we can say that object is moving in a space. Okay, object is moving in a space. How we will get the diagram? We will see. This is the thing. X, Y, Z. This is what? This is the X. So we will take the X1. This point is P1 point, component X and Y1 is Z1. X1, Y1, Z1. And Z how much? Z1 distance from this. Then Y axis how much? Y1 distance. Okay. Next to this point is that this point. Okay. See here, this is X2 and this is Y2 and this we can extend a little bit more here. This is Z2. This is Z1. So this point P2 is the component X2, Y2 and Z2. You can see that this object is moving in a space. This is moving in a space like this. So these three components are to be changes. Okay. So we can say that this object is moving in a space. An example of the 3D motion. Example of the 3D motion. A bird is to be flying. A bird is to be flying. An aeroplane is moving. These are all the things we can take. So first we will write the condition for the 3D motion. 3 coordinate with the time. 3 coordinates specifying the position changes with the time. 3 coordinates also changes. The example is a bird is to be flying. Flying bird, motion, the flying bird, and the kite is to be flying. That are the example for the 3D motion. Clear? This is about a 1D, 2D and 3D motion.
Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe my channel. If you like this video, please put like